Now from the longtime home of the Angels, baseball from Orange County. Today the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Garrett Richards, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the 4s, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed to.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Number 6, Billy Hamilton.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. A quick out number 1. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Steve?
Well, these guys go up there hacking, man. They are dead last in walks, so they have to be a little less aggressive at the plate to sustain some good offense throughout the entire season.
Richards gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. These Angels, Eric, as they enter play here this afternoon. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
I just think they were sort of flat in the opener. They didn't play with a whole lot of inspiration, and that was reflected in the final score.
Hard hit to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Joey Votto will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
And I don't think this really should be a surprise to anybody. We all know what kind of skill he possesses with a bat in his hand.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, just looked like he pulled across that slider a little too much. Might have tried to overthrow it.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Oh, and Votto puts a charge into this one as this is in the air to deep right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but he just sticks his bat out there and winds up taking it the other way.
Into the box, Preston Tucker. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Oh, and it's over his head. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play.
Well, all he's trying to do here is get this ball to second base for the force and get him out of the inning. But this ball doesn't find its target, and it's going to be ruled a throwing error.
Adam Duvall will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. To short, taken in by Simmons. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Brendan Finnegan. A Texas-born left-hander gets the starting nod. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he went 6 innings. Didn't have a favorable outcome, ended up taking the loss, but he was relatively decent. We'll look to build on that here.
Yunel Escobar is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Eric, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, and they started this series off with a blowout in game 1, so you can maybe use that old tired phrase, firing on all cylinders right now, because they're getting contributions from everybody on the roster.
Well, a moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Steve, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Squared that one up just a little late. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Another one sent foul. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. And with that, we'll give you a look at how the Reds align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, Joey Votto is recognized as a great, actually an elite offensive player, but he's one of the better defensive first basemen as well. He's won a Gold Glove. He's got quick reflexes, soft hands, and most important, he does not make mental mistakes out in the field.
Mike Trout is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. You have to figure that sinker is going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels turned away in the first. We've played an inning in Anaheim with no score. Jesse Winkler will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Jesse Winkler.
Richards is ready. First pitch on the way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ruggiano arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Zach Cozart readies for his first swings in this one. And boy, check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of pop at the plate right now. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground to short. Simmons is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
He's going right through him here in the second. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. And, you know, quick innings like this early on, that can really pay off later in the game.
Tucker Barnhart steps in looking to get it going offensively. Things have not been going his way of late. Line toward right center. Calhoun is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. Reds are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Jose Bautista will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. The 0-2 home. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A solo home run that time off the bat of Jose Bautista. Number 17 for him on the season as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 7 homers, 26 RBIs. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. So with 1 gone, let's take a look at the standings in the National League Central as we see where the Reds find themselves entering play today. Albert Pujols will stand in. He comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they try to get Pujols to chase here, but he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. You know, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, you know, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. The batting average down in the low 210s. 2 home runs, 18 driven in. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
This is in the air out to right. Tucker is in pursuit, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Angels hit the board first thanks to this solo home run. We played 2, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. The shot there at the Newport Beach coastline, not far from us here in Anaheim as we get ready for the top of the third. Number 4 steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Standing in, Billy Hamilton. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Richards comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but I don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a show early and make sure you get it down kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
So striding in, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is line to left. Ruggiano is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
In is Joey Votto now. Hot shot on the ground is short. Simmons has it. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back to Angel Stadium right after this. Brandon Phillips digs in for the first time now and looking to break out of this little 6-game dry spell at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Line drive to left, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Not a bad guy to have hitting in your 8 spot. That guy's no slouch up there, and he comes through with a solid single here.
Digging in, Jet Bandy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nipped the corner. 2-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And here's a good sinker now, but it misses. 3-2.
And now with the full count, I got to think that means in all likelihood he'll be on the move over there at first.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back in standing. Here's the payoff pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Cozart for 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Stepping in now, Yunel Escobar. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's running towards second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
Well, that's kind of what makes the hit and run play such a gamble. You can see right here on show track, this ball's not even in the strike zone. So once the guy at the plate can't make contact, that runner is hung out to dry.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Standing in now, Justin Ruggiano, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Grounder down the line at third. Played on the backhand. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Angels leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Preston Tucker is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Hit hard towards second, but there to handle it is Phillips as he pulls it in for the first out.
Well, starting to see some better swings now this second time through the lineup. He had them pretty much on their heels the first time through, but this ball was squared up about as good as you can do it, and he was fortunate that it was hit right at someone.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall. To short, hit hard. Simmons dives. What a stop. To first. He is out.
No way. That was awesome.
But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call. And looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times, probably.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. Jesse Winkler will come in now with 2 away, and I've got to say, it may be about time to start taking a pitch or 2.
Yeah, I mean, he is just running right through these guys. They've been getting themselves out left and right. He's hardly even broken a sweat out there.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds. They trail this one 1-0. Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons with you in this one. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
And it's just the fourth inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Jose Bautista will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. 1-0 count. Here it is. 2-0 now. Two sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And a full count now, 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Full count. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hamilton on the move. Makes the play, one away.
The right fielder, number 56, Cole Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Drilled on the ground to short. A bare hand for one. On to first. Man alive, what a double play. And the inning is over. Angels go quietly there. They lead it 1-0. Zach Cozart heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Hit hard to short. Simmons gloves it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Well, what a difference 5 days can make. He's been a totally different pitcher out there compared to his last start. The command is much better. The pitches are much sharper. Even the body language tells me he's got things under control.
Richard steps into his windup. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a one-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Number 4 stands in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt. And he'll be safe at second base. Good instincts to take off there on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. On the ground up the middle. Phillips is up with it. Oh, and he throws it away.
The batter, number 6.
Well, there's not a whole lot you could really do here. You see him do everything he can to get rid of this ball quickly. He tries to just basically whip this thing over to first, but it's too late.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. And a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze.
Boy, that's just the most exciting play in baseball right here. You're going to see him breaking on first movement at third base. So this is do or die at the plate. It's not a safety squeeze. It's suicide. He gets the bunt down, and he gets the job done.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Ruggiano. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. Last half of the 5th coming up, all tied at 1-1. Albert Pujols comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
First baseman, Albert Pujols.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Hit hard back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
That's yanked into the stand, strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. The second for 1. On to Votto, a double play.
The second baseman.
Boy, that's the great thing about having a good sinker, and it seems like a lot of times, even when guys do get a hit off of you, the next guy's going to come up and ground into a double play anyway. We've seen it before, and that's exactly what happens here.
Here's Brandon Phillips. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Tucker has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Angels held in check there. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Joey Votto will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati 6th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Sliced hard on the ground. Phillips is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Preston Tucker digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
And that's through for a hit.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him. But he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.